We got volume? Is this working? Hey guys, just kicking back at home. It's nice to be on. Jump on, join in. Thank you, Shane. Hope everyone's staying safe in isolation, staying home, enjoying the time with the family. That's what I've been doing. Kids have been keeping me on my toes, that's for sure, and hence why I'm a little bit late to starting the live stream. But yeah, so just been cruising, training, waking up, getting the kids sorted, and hanging out with the fam, watching plenty of movies, kids' movies. Um, yeah, I'll just double check here. Got a text. Technical check-in. Can everyone hear me? Anyone hear me? Am I good? Awesome, we're sweet. No technical issues. So, yeah, as I've been saying, it's nice to obviously see and hear from you guys. I've just been cruising for the last few weeks, getting my body right, training, enjoying the family time. I hope everyone's staying safe in isolation, staying home and keeping the family safe and looking after each other. I've got plenty on my plate with the kids and Jerry. We're all obviously locked down, spending some good quality time together. So, been getting fit, watching movies, swimming in the pool, bit of cooking here and there. Obviously the TikToks. Hopefully you guys saw and appreciated my debut TikTok. Obviously the star of the show was Jerry. Copped a bit of flack for getting in her gear, but anyway, a bit of fun. Hopefully you got a laugh out of it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm hanging out for the season to start again. Looking forward to playing. I'm pretty open to whatever result it may be to get it back. What I have realised, I'm pretty grateful for it, and the fact that it's been taken away, it's been difficult, but it makes you absolutely appreciate the opportunity we've got. I'm sure all of you guys are looking forward to us, you know, getting back out there and providing some entertainment and hopefully racking up the wins, and at some point in time, not in the too distant future, you guys will be back there getting right behind us, as I know you all are. On the club front, I've got a very special announcement, quite a exciting announcement, really, if you ask me. I'm pretty pumped about this news. The club has signed a new sponsor today for the 2020 season, and it is, you ready? Furphy Beer. You beauty. One of my favourite beers, Furphy is. Obviously, proudly Victorian, and I know Furphy was excited to join forces with the D's, particularly, obviously, with the state of play, everything that's going on at the moment. Pretty crazy world. I'd like to thank James Brindley and his crew for jumping on board and backing in the D's. It's unreal. The fact that you guys have shown the faith to get behind us for the season, and I'll tell you what I am looking forward to is getting back out in the park, winning a few games of footy with the boys and the coaches and the team, and celebrating, knocking a few back, and reminiscing on the wins. So obviously I'll be doing that responsibly, but I'm looking forward to enjoying a few winners beers, that's for sure. So thank you guys. I appreciate all your support. We appreciate all your support, and I look forward to many a good times. And we get the logo in here, you beauty. Many a good times drinking Furphy. You. Thanks, guys. So moving on. I'll keep this on actually. Looks all right. I'll start answering some questions. So, guys, fire away, and I'll start answering some stuff, and we should have a bit of fun doing so. So, the first one I can see up on the screen is, what's your favourite pizza? I don't eat pizza very often. It's probably not my first choice, but I don't mind just the standard margarita, I think. It's got I think the one thing to a good pizza is obviously the thin quality crust and nice and crunchy. Another one. What are your plans once you finish playing footy? Not 100% sure at the moment. I've sort of dipped my toe in the water with some of the building property stuff. We actually move out of the house that we built not too long ago in the next couple of months. So I'll be looking for another project in that space. I've got some interest in coaching potentially. But I guess right now my main focus is just trying to play footy for as long as I can. I'm still very passionate and driven and excited about the opportunity that's ahead for this year and hopefully for the next 2 or 3 years if that's a possibility. But I'm just controlling what I can, what's right in front of me, and right now that's getting fit and getting back out there for 2020, which I'm excited about. Another couple. When's the next TikTok? Well, I'm looking forward to it, actually. I've been planning it, whether that be an individual or a duo with Jerry again. We had a little discussion about possibly making that a thing maybe every Saturday night of isolation. So if you're a fan of that, give me a thumbs up. But if not, I might drop my second TikTok at some point in the next week or so. Wait and see. Tasted any nice craft beers? I've actually gone back to drinking more of a draft lager style beer, but I don't mind the odd pale ale. I'm a massive fan of Furphy, that's for sure. And but to be honest, I actually haven't had too many beers. I've just been drinking a few wines every now and again, and actually been playing Scrabble, which is an interesting one. But I've actually found it quite fun. It's actually the running tally in our house is 3-0 Jerry's way. It's a good question. Even though you were not playing, which I didn't in round one, did the boys find it hard after hearing the season was going to be suspended? Look, I think from having spoken with the boys, funnily enough, I actually haven't even caught up with them because we virtually went into lockdown once they arrived home from Perth on the Monday. But from the boys that I have been in discussions with, it was obviously a really interesting circumstance. Finding out. Basically, I think they found out 5 minutes before they got on the bus to play that the season would be over after this match and we'd be in lockdown and we weren't sure when it was going to start again. So I'm pretty sure that would have played on many boys' emotions, but it is what it is now. And we're looking forward and excited for round 2, whenever that may be. Do I think I'll play on? Yeah, hopefully. I'm planning on it, so we'll wait and see. I'm going good, Ricky Perkins. I was hilarious in the wife's dress. Yes, hilarious. Not sure it suited me, but anyway. I actually didn't mind the makeup. Had a lot of fun getting involved in it. Hopefully you all got a good laugh. Why did Zach not want to join the Ds? I don't know. All I can say is, from my end, I try to twist his arm as hard as ever. But, who knows, maybe money talks, I guess. But, no, I think in his situation, it was an opportunity that he couldn't pass up with the Saints. They had been chasing him for some time now, and, he's loving life, and I'm loving the fact that he's living around the corner. I get to see him more than ever. So, yeah, he's going well. In light of being in ISO, what's one of the most creative ways the boys have been training? Well, if you're keeping up with most boys on Instagram, there's some pretty awesome makeshift gyms going about. I was talking to a few of the younger boys yesterday on a Zoom meeting, and a couple of boys have set up gyms in shearing sheds and out in paddocks and the like. So the boys are basically being as resourceful as possible to achieve what they need to make sure that we're in as good a shape as we can when the season gets called back on. Am I looking forward to playing this season without the pressure of being captain? Absolutely. I've had probably the most enjoyable off season for some time now. Obviously, leading into round one wasn't ideal. I would have liked to have played that game, but I'm in as good a shape that I've probably ever been in, and I'm as relaxed and feeling as free and as excited as I ever have been. So yeah, I am looking forward to getting out there and playing this year. I want to keep playing and hopefully reach 300 as well. Thank you. What is the future of your TikTok career? Just stay tuned. One will be hopefully uploaded in the next week or so. I'm just trying to work on some content. If you've got anything good, any TikToks you recommend, either send them to me on Instagram or tag me in them. I'll have a look and see what I can do. Who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? That's an interesting one because I'm not a basketball fan at all, but I'll just go with Jordan for the sake of it. Although I do love watching LeBron. G'day Jonesy, you're in some nice goal kicking form in the Marsh series. Could we potentially see you play more attacking forward based role in the near future and beyond 2020? Well, yeah, that's probably the plan. I spent a fair bit of time with the forwards in the summer, particularly working with a lot of the younger boys with their craft and training habits. So guys like Toby Bedford, Cade Chandler, Corey Wagner, Alex Neil-Bullen, these kind of guys. And yeah, we've really enjoyed that. And I'm hoping that when I do get my chance, that I can continue on with that goal kicking form. That's for sure. I love kicking goals. Watching any shows on Netflix or Stan, that's an interesting one. I'm actually all out at the moment, so any recommendations I'm open to. I'm not a major movie buff, but I do love TV series. Jerry and I have just completed a couple. So I've watched all of them. Breaking Bad. The one we just recently completed was Ozark Season 3. If you haven't watched that, get onto it. It's a ripper. And there was a couple of sports docos I flagged the other day, but if anything other than that, I've seen pretty much everything on there that's worth watching. How am I keeping fit? Well, I'm still managing my Achilles that flared up basically 10 days before round one. So obviously I'm doing my running. I've got a gym set up at home. I love cycling. Signed up to a couple of different apps on my phone for a few sort of functional circuit type sessions. Basically, I've just put together as good a routine as I can that's sort of flexible around my time with the family and any sort of other learning I'm doing, and doing the best I can. Who's your best mate at the D's? Oh, it's a tough one. I can't split them, but majority of the older boys. Maxi, Jake Melksham, Michael Hibbard, Stephen May. Who else? Well, there's a heap of them. I love all the boys, particularly this pre-season. Not being skipper, I've got to know the younger boys even better than I ever have. So I've had a ball of the time with them, that's for sure. They're keeping me young. Best burger place in Melbourne. I live down in Bayside, so there's a couple around here. Burger Lab. There's one in Brighton. I can't remember the name of it, but that's a good one as well. Part of the pantry. There's a few of them. How many Easter eggs this year? Well, I think kids are asleep. I went shopping today. Kids aren't asleep. Got a fair few, and I'm tipping that Jerry, Jerry and I will probably eat most of them. But we're going all out for the hunt this year, so it should be a bit of fun. Who's the best demon you've played with in your career? That's a tough question. Good one though. Hard to split. Guys like Nita, Cameron Bruce, James McDonald, Brad Green, Aaron Davey. Some of the guys I've loved playing with. I think more current day guys. I think Maxi could potentially go down as one of the greatest Ds ever. Yeah, it's hard to say who's number one though. So, question from James. My 9-year-old daughter Lee wants to know if you could be any other number than 2, what would you choose? When I was growing up, I was a massive Robert Harvey fan, mad Saints supporter, which makes me cringe a bit now. So it would have been either 35 or a junior number I wore heaps when I was a kid was number 11. I like this one from Alex. Out of Ooze, Flash, or Nita, who would you pick to be in the team for round 2 if you could? Whew. I'm going to say Nita. I just loved his presence. Loved when he crashed blokes and swung around and booted goals. Jonesy, will this self-ISO add another 5 years to your career? I hope so. Don't really follow NFL. Got a keen interest in learning and listening to Tom Brady and some of those sort of older guys, particularly over the last couple of years. Done a little bit of research on them and just understanding, what it takes to push a career beyond, what I guess people conventionally think is possible. Are you having a few Furpies? No, I'm not. Not right at the moment. I'll be saving them for the weekend. Although there is a big temptation considering I've got the 6-pack sitting right here. But not tonight. Up the first. I haven't seen my rating on AFL Evo, and nor have I played it, so I wouldn't know. Sorry, buddy. Although in saying that, in isolation, I've started playing PlayStation again. Rarely, and I'm no good at it. But yep, Ozark on Netflix. Mentioned that before. Cracking. Loved Tiger King. Thought it was hilarious. It's been a hot topic in the team's WhatsApp groups and Zoom meetings. Who has the best tattoos in the league? That's a tough one. I like Brad Hills, I think, from what I've seen, and I don't mind Dusty's. What are my thoughts on Brayshaw's Barbie Onions? To be honest, I watched the first ep and I haven't watched another one since. But from all reports, it's been quite a hit, and I'm not sure why, but I pasted him on the first episode because he said Barbie onions and he cooked them on a stove, which I wasn't happy with. I felt like he was being a bit of a fraud, but anyway, I'm not sure if he cooked them on the Barbie yet. I would have thought that's the main priority. What player from any other team would you like to play with at the D's? I would have loved to have played with Gary Ablett Jr. at his best. Not to say that he's not still at his best, but in his absolute prime Brownlow year kind of form. How many Furfies would I typically consume on a night out? I drink responsibly. What's your go-to snack while in isolation? My weakness is chocolate, so I try not have it in the house. Generally fruit if I'm being real healthy. If not, probably a smoothie. chocolate banana sort of peanut butter number. I've seen The Mind of Aaron Hernandez on Netflix, and that's well worth a watch if you've got any interest. Are you designated teacher for homeschooling the kids? I'll be involved in some capacity. I was towards the end of term one. Bobby finished up school, I think it was about a week or 10 days early. So we had a taste of Zoom prep classes in our house, and it was good fun. I actually got great enjoyment out of it, watching her learn to read and write. It's obviously not something I would normally see when she's away for the day at school, but it's been awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. From the sounds of it, we'll be doing that for all of term two, so should be a bit of fun. Nice new experience for the parents out there. What has Burjo brought to the club this year that is different to previous years? I like that one. I'm a huge Burjo fan. I think what he has brought is real belief. He's brought obviously a huge amount of experience from a wide range of sports. He commands great respect, but in saying that, he has this great ability to communicate and understand each player as an individual, and then, I guess, push their buttons to motivate them and inspire them to continue to push and achieve, which, I think that's a great trait, particularly in the head of S&C. Interesting question. What's my favourite durry or dart? I don't smoke ciggies, not like Maxi. So yeah, I couldn't help you out on that one. You should grow your hair out. I considered it, and I reckon I went 4 days maybe, and it looked terrible. So straight back to the razor. Luigi, legend. How are you, my friend? Luigi, my Tyler. Um, my favourite ice cream. There's a place down in Bayside called Davy Max. Get around that. I reckon probably the best ice cream in Melbourne, but I'm a real simpleton when it comes to ice cream. I love vanilla, chocolate, or Oreo. Bring the kids on to say hi. I wish I could. They're actually both tucked up in bed. They're only 5 and 3. So bedtime is generally 7:30. We pushed it to 8. They'd be going wild right now, and you wouldn't even be able to hear me. So unfortunately, they're tucked away asleep. Who's the most exciting youngster? Well, if you watched round one, you'd have to say Cozzy. Absolutely, hands down. Some of the stuff I've seen him do in pre-season has been almost like no other. If I was to compare him to anyone as far as like a freakish talent goes, he's got Liam Jarrah type, attributes where it's just some of the stuff he does is like wizardry. It's unreal to watch. Having a junior at home, a junior Oz kicker that is in your family. What are your best tips for continuing training at home? Well, what I do is set up obstacle courses, whether that involves the footy or not, just getting them active, getting them out there, some target practice type stuff, and just making it as fun and enjoyable as possible. I reckon, what we tend to do to entertain the kids is set up like a ninja style course where they've got to jump over stuff and balance on stuff and shoot balls in hoops and things. So get around it. Uh, when you retire, are you going to go back to Mount Eliza for a kick? I doubt it. um, Once I'm done, I'm done. You guys all good? Still be able to hear me? Give me a thumbs up, someone in the comments. Just making sure there's not too much lag. Have I considered growing a dirty isolation beard? I've done it before. Got some decent length to it, but not now. I'm done with that. Was the preseason just completed the hardest you or the club has done in your time? Yes, absolutely. As far as K's covered the quality and intensity of training sessions with the footy stuff, and obviously the work we put in the gym, I think undoubtedly. What game am I playing on PlayStation? I downloaded COD War, something War. Shows how much I know. And I've been playing online with my brother, which I'm terrible at. I barely last 10 seconds in a session. Anyway, guys, I might wrap it up there. I think I'm having a bit of internet trouble. I might even do Instagram Live if that would work better at some point over this ISO period if anyone's interested. So take it easy. Thanks for having me. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Keep self-isolating and listening to what the rules are that are out there. And hopefully we'll get the footy back sooner rather than later. And I look forward to seeing all you guys as well. So take it easy. Talk to you soon.